to ask, how do you go about motivating business leaders to take a different approach instead of waiting for the motivational factors to be something driven by legislation or fatality? What I'm finding is I still have a lot of companies that have an appetite for safety that's really in the reactive space. So I get calls.
Yeah.
The regulators call me, Angie, and I'm tired of them keep calling me, come in and fix it. Or we've had a fatality. In order for us to continue operating this space, we've been mandated to do something. And I'm really frustrated that we have to wait for that to be the motivating factor to initiate a change when we can really be doing this without, like you were saying before, the cost of doing business in someone's life. And we need to get out of that space.
So early on, I think that's where everyone starts. And that was the only business model we had, was people needed us to fix a problem, and we were part of fixing that problem. And then somewhere probably 20 years ago, it shifted to Jill was an operations manager at this company. She now gets hired over in this company and in a higher role, knows what this did for them. They convinced the leadership team. So our company has been pulled for probably 20, 25 years. We haven't gone out and had to convince anybody.
So all the Jills have come to you and said that.
Yeah, exactly. And so, you know, we just started marketing 2019, 2020, something like that. And that was just because we thought that and I don't know what it's like in Australia, but people get hurt to a higher percentage in small companies than they do in large companies, but small companies couldn't afford us. And I said, that does not meet our mission of improving companies and lives. It meets the mission of improving companies and lives if they can afford us. So we had to pivot a little bit to get that pull from those organizations. And it's hard when you're in the consultancy side to try to go out and find those, because if they don't have what used to be called a burning platform, then they're not doing anything. They're overwhelmed with the turnover and the problems they have and all of those things. They think this is one more thing they have to do. So you have to present it as something that relieves some of those stresses. And it really does. I mean, if you think about doing HOP right, what happens to equipment reliability? It goes up. If equipment reliability goes up, what happens to maintenance worker exposure to risk? It goes down. If maintenance exposure to risk goes down, what happens to the big S, safety? It goes up. So when you can start to put those things together, if they have an equipment reliability problem, you talk about that. If you've got customer problems, that quality is at this certain thing. When we go into companies, I was telling you this today, we've seen probably on average about a 30 to 40 to 1 ROI in the companies we've worked in. 30 to 40 to 1. That didn't come in safety. It came in quality upsets. It came in equipment reliability. It came in availability. It came in uptime. It came in production, where they got new production because they had more availability and new customers. Those are massive amounts of money that they didn't know was a problem until they understood that HOP was this holistic thing related to operational excellence. I talk